Stanley Baxter smiles from ear to ear when I begin to talk of the upcoming screening of a new TV documentary telling of the comedy star's life story via classic comedy sketches. "That's marvellous," he says of the Channel 5 program, which has been crafted to parallel elements of Stanley's life. "It's lovely to have the tribute. It's nice to know people still think of me. But is it a good show? Have you seen it?" "I have, and it's a great tribute, Stanley. It will bring back so many great memories." There are clips flashing back to early BBC Scotland shows in the 1960s, great archive footage, and, of course, it features that very handsome journalist who has written your biography. "Yes, that's wonderful," he says, in soft, but delighted voice that reveals a delicious hint of sarcasm. "And I'm sure television will be kind to you." But all is not entirely wonderful. It transpires that the Glasgow-born legend has actually seen the programme. The production team sent over an advance copy a couple of weeks back. "I've seen it," he says, a little taken aback. "Oh, dear. The memory isn't quite what it was." Yet his sense of humor hasn't abated. And his 93-year-old blue eyes still twinkle. "Well, at least I'll be able to watch it again for the first time," he says, smiling. We're at Baxter's home in North London, in the same street where George Michael and Sir Yehudi Menuhin lived. His living room contains his 3 BAFTAs and some lovely oil paintings, and his leather sofa is as inviting as the man himself. But for the past 20 years chats have taken place upstairs, in another living room. Baxter is now confined to the lower floor. Even the power of the stairmaster is not strong enough to deal with the complications of having him hoisted in and out. What's wrong with him? In a sense, nothing specific. His back and hips won't propel him along the way he moved when recording Busby Berkeley-like dance numbers, as featured in his LWT spectaculars, while playing James Cagney or Ethel Merman. A few years back he had a stent fitted. Baxter had blacked out while on holiday at his villa in Cyprus and awoke to find a Hattie Jack look-alike nurse with a huge bosom standing over me. "I thought I'd died and woken up in a carry-on film hospital." He's also had 2 knee replacements and his spine is more worn than his all-time favorite biography, Moss Hart's poignant and very funny Act 1. But, in reality, his aches and pains haven't really prevented him from leaving his house for the past 2 years. What has most likely happened is that Stanley Livingston Baxter stopped going out when he felt he could no longer play the part of the cheery, vibrant ex-TV star. Baxter once loved his strolls around Highgate Village and the comments from the fans and little old ladies who would delight in his chats, during which he would slip. For more on this story, visit the news article link.